American Family Insurance. Yes, insurance. You think about it quite a bit, especially when you're paying those bills. We are going to be joined by unbelievably beautiful Cubby. Thank you for being here, Cubby. And Trace, Cubby's owner. Look how good that dog is. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he's very good.
Welcome, and thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Insurance is like real estate. People talk about it all the time.
Yep.
Tell me why rates go up. People, they get their new bill, and they didn't do anything wrong. They didn't have an accident. They didn't get a ticket.
I get that question. Yeah, I get that question probably 4 or 5 times a day.
Okay.
And I have a little spiel that it's just educating the client. Cost of repair of vehicles has gone up. There's more cars on the road because the economy's good, so people are buying more cars. So there's more drivers. The texting phenomena of people texting and driving and being on their phone, that's increased accidents. And then the cost of uninsured motorists and underinsured motorist coverages has skyrocketed over the last couple of years because 30 to 35% of the drivers in Colorado either don't have insurance or they have the lower limits. And that puts the burden on the people who do have insurance to repair their cars.
Let's go back to an example of, the cost of a fender bender. We talked about it before we came live. A fender bender back in the day when it was a metal fender, $1,800, you're there and gone and you're off and running. Now, with all the cameras and lane assist and all that stuff, it's not a bumper anymore, it's a computer.
Exactly, and that's exactly right. About 6 years ago, it was about $1,800 average cost to repair for a bumper. Now, you're looking at about $3,600 because of the backup camera. It's fiberglass. You can't just take the dent out. You got to replace the whole bumper. So it's just the cost of materials and cost of labor. And then the phenomena with the wildfires and the hurricanes and what we're seeing with climate change and so forth, even though we're in Colorado and we're kind of immune from that, especially in the western slope, you've got the hail on the front range, so that drives rates in Colorado up. And then the effects across the industry and nationwide, that impacts us indirectly because it puts pressure on everybody, materials, cost of labor, and the automakers. So.
Well, and here's something we do worry about. We worry about wildfire here. We worry about avalanche maybe a little bit. But this one, this picture right here, you've got a beautiful icicle in your kitchen.
Yes, that's a picture of a frozen pipe on a rental property that it was a second home, and they would rent it out from time to time. But that was a frozen pipe where no one was checking on it, and the owner came into that. And actually that ice feature actually probably saved the homeowner more money and the insurance company, because if the water was all over, you'd have significant damage. But because you had the ice kind of sit there like that, it was
saved them
a little bit less.
Bit,
yeah. But it's still traumatic. Whenever there's a claim like that, it's traumatic.
Oh, sure. I just had an experience where a condo on the 3rd floor of a 3-tier condo condominium place, the toilet failed in the loft of the 3rd bedroom condo. Nobody caught it for about 8 hours. Water will go down.
I think that was my claim.
Was that you?
Yeah.
Okay. Made it all the way down to the ground floor.
I just had one like that, and that's where the HOA gets involved because of the common area. And then the interior, I always tell unit owners, make sure you have interior coverage, because some of that's not going to be covered, and you want to put it back in the position that you were before with granite countertops, nice hardwood floors, high-grade carpet, things like that. So. Sure. So that's one of the things we do is educate clients as to what their coverages are. Oftentimes they're underinsured. So,
and we can come in, we can have you look at our policy, even if it's with a different company, you say, hey, this is what I can offer you. Or even if it's with you guys, you say, wow, now that things have changed, you got married, you have a kiddo now, things have changed, we need to look at your policy.
Yeah, we do personal insurance reviews even on the fly. They pay a bill and we see something, we'll talk to them about their coverages. Okay. And then oftentimes I'll get people coming in for a quote, and we're not as competitive as, say, Farmers or State Farm, and I'll just say, go to your agent and make sure that you're adding this type of coverage, because I want them to have the right coverage, even if they don't go with us. They've got to have the right coverage, and their agent might not have looked at it, or they've had it changed and they didn't share it with their agent, like an improvement. Yep. That's another trigger, is you want to make sure that you're telling your agent that you've increased the value of your home.
Sounds great, Trace. Thank you so much for being here. We just showed a copy of your front door there,
a
picture of that online. So definitely go see Trace, go see your provider, and get yourself taken care of. A major breakdown, an ice dam like that, major water damage, a car claim, you want to be insured and you want to be protected. Stay tuned. We've got weather coming up in just a minute.